Hello and welcome to another video on the channel. Today we'll be covering the basics of defending in FIFA 23. I have 3 very good tips that will definitely help you improve your defending and concede far fewer goals. The first thing I want to discuss, which I notice lower division players doing, is running after the ball carrier and trying to tackle them halfway up the pitch and even in the opponent's half. This is a huge mistake because you will always be one step behind your opponent. What you should be doing is staying patient and trying to cover your opponent's options. If you watch the clip here, you will see what happens when I try to win the ball back high up the pitch. My opponent easily avoids me, and I end up conceding a goal from this simple mistake because I have left a big gap where my CDM should be. Now look at the difference when I stay patient and cover my opponent's options by keeping my midfielders back to cover his passing options until he runs out of ideas and has to rebuild or pass backwards, which is exactly what we want. When you see your opponent has no dangerous options because you've covered them, at this point, you can try to win the ball back because you've already eliminated the threat. The next thing I want to talk about is how much people seem to sprint when defending and pressing the tackle button too much. Again, this is a bad idea because, like the first one, when you're sprinting, it's impossible to quickly change direction, so your opponent will see you coming and either pass or dribble away. Another reason why this is bad is that when you press tackle and miss, you leave big gaps in your defense, as you can see in this image. This, again, will cause you to concede way too many goals. What you should be doing, as I am in this clip, is holding the jockey button, L2 on PlayStation, LT on Xbox, and patiently holding your position, covering your opponent's most obvious or most dangerous pass, and trying to limit the space. This is exactly how real football is played. Positioning is taught to players from the age of 7 or 8 years old and is a fundamental principle of defense, which leads me to the next point. In FIFA, using a formation with 2 defensive midfielders is extremely important, as this provides solid cover for your backline. This is the reason why formations like the 4-2-3-1 or 4-2-2-2 are super popular. When defending in FIFA, it's important this year to bring your defensive midfielders back to help out the defense by covering space, making interceptions, and winning the ball back. That's why they are in the team. Even if they are behind the play, still bring them back and try to position them on the edge of the box, covering the passing lanes and the space. If you look at this clip, you will see why this is very important and how it makes it so difficult for your opponent to get through. Summing up the key takeaways from this video, you should be staying patient. Don't try to win the ball back immediately. Try to cover the options and the space. Don't pull players out of position by sprinting and spamming the tackle button, as this will leave big gaps. Use a formation with 2 defensive midfielders and bring them back to help out in defense. By doing these 3 things, you will have mastered a major part of defending in FIFA 23. If you want more of this type of content, let me know in the comments and make sure to subscribe so you don't miss future videos. Thanks for watching.